I'm just gonna close the door for our privacy so we can sit here and talk.
Yeah.
Actually, can I have you sit over there?
Sure.
I'm gonna sit in this chair because I have gun belt on. I can't fit very well.
That's fine.
So, I just got, thanks for coming down to speak to me. Like I said, I have a case that came up, your name came up. I want to clear some things up. Just talk to you about it. I know we've always been real cool and, you know, we got along really good.
Yeah.
Doors closed, like I said, once again, is for our privacy. You're free to leave at any time. Just thought we'd sit here and talk about what I got here, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any idea why I called you down here today?
Zero clue.
No clue. Okay. So, what happened with you and you no longer work there?
I was caught fudging my hours a little bit, you know, adding another half hour here and there, and they let me go.
Okay. How long ago was that?
They fired me at the beginning of May.
Okay. Sorry to hear that. I mean, we always got along really good, and you helped us out when we had stuff going on down there.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that you're no longer working there.
Yeah, well, it was my fault.
It was your fault? Okay. What do you mean by that?
I was, like I said, I was, you know, padding my hours a little bit.
Just adding a little bit of time on, or?
Yeah, just here and there, like every couple of days, you know, just doing my.
Okay. And what were you down there again? I mean, were you like?
I was the
assistant manager or something, or front desk manager? How do you?
They never really gave me a title after all the upper people got fired or left and everything. They just kind of like, it was almost like an assistant store manager, but it was more like, because the customer service manager would have been like a broad term then. Okay. But I think the correct term would have been like the front end manager.
Yeah. Okay. So, anything else that happened at the store while you were there, as far as, you know?
Not that I know of.
Not to know of. Your employment there was pretty decent, you're saying?
Yeah.
Is this unfortunately the way things worked out? They worked out that way, huh?
Yeah.
Well, sorry to hear that. Well, I got a complaint there from Darren. You know Darren by chance?
He's the owner.
Owner? Okay. You had a lot of conversations with him or anything like that, or?
They always went well whenever I talked to him.
Well, other than your termination, I get you.
Yeah.
So, is there any other things that were going on at the store that, you know, you think Darren would have contacted me about?
No.
Nothing that you know of?
The only thing I know of is my termination and the reasoning behind it.
Well, he brought up some discrepancies to me, and there's your name's attached to them. So I just want to see if you have any knowledge about these discrepancies that were brought up.
What kind of discrepancies? Like,
okay, who did the weekly reports for the store?
Well, I was one of the people that did them.
You did it by yourself, or was there somebody else that did those with you?
I only did the daily reports.
Daily reports?
Yeah.
Okay. What's some of the things that are like on the daily report then?
All the.
I mean, I know it's kind of hard for you to remember since you're not working.
It would have been like all the sales and like the cash that went in, the debit cards, and what departments sold.
Okay.
All that stuff. That's pretty much.
So cash in and cash out kind of thing, or?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. So throughout the day, you were kind of in charge of that when you were working up in the front, or was
that was like more of a morning thing.
Morning thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you took care of that every morning?
Yeah. But
okay.
Like the weekly, if it's like the weekly report, I didn't have anything to do with any of that.
So how did it go from the daily report to the weekly report then?
I mean, it's a like spreadsheet that has a whole week on it, so maybe that's
okay. So that was entered into like a computer or written out?
It was entered in computers.
Okay. So what are some of the other things for, like, you got your money going coming in from the bank, I take it, right?
It's coming in, going to the bank.
Oh, to the bank?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't have like money coming back from the bank, like for change or anything like that?
We would have change coming back.
Okay.
Like we would bring the safe that we had. They had $4,000 in there, and every day we'd count it out to every morning and night. They'd count it out to hopefully be exactly 4,000. If it's $1 here and there, it usually comes back. But we take, say you need like probably like $300 in quarters. You take $300, bring it over to the bank. They count the money and then give us the $300 in quarters, bring it back.
Okay. So other than the money going out to like registers and stuff going to the bank, were there any other like deposits or anything like that would come out of there?
The deposits would be the stuff that would be done during the morning with like the weekly report or the daily reports.
Okay.
And then those get stored into the safe and brought over to the bank every day.
Okay. What about, I was told there's an ATM at the store that you guys took care of.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about that?
We take money out of the deposits and put it into ATMs.
And who usually did that, or what time of the day you guys do that?
It was every couple of days we would put it in and fill it up, put some more money in there.
And who was in charge of doing the money into the machine?
It was mostly me.
Most of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess the reason I'm asking about it, because Darren brought up, a bunch of money that was missing from the weekly report compared to what the reports from the ATM had. So, do you know anything about that money being missing?
No.
Okay.
Whenever I put it in there, I would put it in there.
Okay. And you did that usually in the morning?
Oh, after I would get some cashiers and people would be around to man the registers while I did other jobs.
Okay. So you have no idea where money would go missing in that?
No.
Going from the daily report to putting into the ATM?
No.
Okay. So, I got, this is an email I got from them. That's about your termination. We don't need to look at that. But from Mr. here, here's a statement. It said from December 2023 until May 2024, we have approximately $100,680 in cash that went through the ATM local amounts on the daily bookkeeping form. The cash that was reported as going into the ATM was not the amount that was loaded into the ATM per the ATM report.
Whenever I put money in there, it went right in there.
Okay. There's no chance that any of that money could have gone missing?
No.
Okay. And you're the one that was loading the money in the machine?
Most of the time, yeah. I think the only time that other people were doing it is when I was gone, which was very minimal, and it was maybe once or twice.
Okay. So you no clue where that money is?
No.
Give me 1 second. I gotta grab some other paperwork. I'll be right back. Just relax and be right back. Sorry about that. I should have grabbed this when I first came. Tripled that chair. So, do you know what days you were not at the store or gone?
I was there pretty much every day.
Pretty much every day?
Yeah.
Okay. So, go through the process of how you guys put the money into the machine.
I would normally check to see how much was in the machine before, as I walked in for the morning.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
There was just entering the code, and you can check see how many bills are left in there.
How do you do that? You have to punch it into the front of the machine?
Yeah,
there's open it up first?
There's a pin pad that you type in. however it went. You type in the PIN number, you would enter it in, then on the screen it would pop up with like the operator functions or whatever it was called, and you'd press all your stuff, get to the right screens. And then after I would see, hey, it's getting low, I would go with my deposit. You would have to take the money out of the deposit to put it into the machine, and then that money would get entered into our spreadsheets. And then later on in the day, whenever I had time to, I would enter it into. You'd have to do the same process, but not go as before. You wouldn't go as far as entering the cash that you'd be putting in. So you'd get to that point, go further, open up the bottom cash cartridge, whatever it would be called, and put it in, make sure it runs smoothly. And
how do you make sure it runs smoothly? I mean,
it runs its whole process. You wouldn't want to walk away while it's running. It's like I wouldn't.
Is it like a testing thing you're saying?
Yeah, it has like a test it would do after you put the money in. Like it runs make sure that it wouldn't be jammed up in it, and then it'd be done.
So after you got done with all that, do you like get like a printout or anything, or?
Yeah, there would be a little printout after it.
Okay. But was there any other way to tell when the machine was like low on money or?
The only time it would say is if it was out of money, it'd say not in service or something like that.
Okay. Wouldn't like send you? Does it send like an email or something, or
no?
Or you'd still have to do what?
You would just have to check it if it didn't say, like, on the screen say that it was out of money.
Okay. And the only way really to check it or do anything was with the PIN pad.
With to go into the functions.
Okay. I just didn't know if you had to like open it up and go inside first, or
no. You normally you wouldn't go inside unless you have the cash on you.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm trying to get to the bottom of this because we got a lot of stuff going on here.
Right.
And it's it's a large amount of money.
Right.
And like I said, you've always been a really good guy with us. Always been real honest, and I'm just trying to get down to the truth of it all and figure out what happened here. Because, like I said, we're getting kind of like some really, really weird information. And you're saying you're the only one that was putting money into the machine.
Yeah, I know for a while it was needing to be filled pretty constantly because of the holidays.
Okay.
Like between you said December. Like between December and February, we were having to fill it almost every other day, just because people are coming in taking money.
Well, going from the first day of, it says the amount short was $1,500. We got your name on it. It says how many bills are put into the machine. So, number of $20 bills deposited, 25, only $500 went in there. So it's saying there's $1,500 that's missing. Okay. And then basically this is a printout of the weekly sales report I got and everything, and it shows that you put on there that you filled out the weekly sales report and you had it on there that this was much money was going on for the ATM, and that on this bottom line here. Okay. So it's saying that it was $1,000 and $1,000 on these 2 days, the 7th and the 8th, right? For a total amount of $2,000. There's only $500 actually deposited, so we're missing $1,500 there. That's on that first shortage, which was the deposit was made on that day. Okay. So then, next one, kind of like the same thing. Okay. 9th, 10th, 11th. Okay. He had a total amount here of $2,500. Actual deposit made in the machine $500. $2,000 missing.
I had no idea. Whenever I put money in, it went in there. I don't know why it would be discrepancies.
Well, I have 32 of these. Okay, and they range from all kinds of different amounts. This one's $2,000, $2,500, $4,000, $5,000, $7,000, $5,480,
That's
$6,000, $3,000, and so on and so on for this whole stack of paper here.
right.
Okay, and the weekly sales report has your name on, and it has you going in the machine. We also have it that we know that those are the days that you were at the store working, because we already checked that record as well.
Okay.
Okay, and like I said, I know you to be a real honest guy and tell the truth, and I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this and get the truth out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, yeah. I don't blame you. I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I knew that that's too much money for me to be,
Well, like I said,
it really looks bad for me. I can see that, but I, honest to God, have no idea.
well, where do you think the money went then?
I don't know, because if it's not entered in the, I would have entered it in the machine.
Well, entering in the machine is one thing, but they actually checked the inside of the machine as well. And
I got that report.
The ending result is showing that we're missing that money. Okay? Now, the weekly sales report and the ATM report were two different reports, and they didn't do an audit on that until just recently, and that's why the owner came forward. Okay? So we know this money's missing.
Right.
Like I said, I just like you to be honest with me and tell me what's going on here.
I'm being honest with you. I have no idea.
So you have no clue where this money could have gone?
No. Zero clue.
Okay. Well, you were working at the store. You were handling the store's money, so we're looking into that.
It really looks bad for me, and I wish I could give you a better answer than I have no idea where that money would have went.
No clue at all?
Zero.
Okay. Any chance I can get you to give me a written statement
Yeah, I can.
about what you know about this?
I can.
Do you know anything else about this from the store? As far as
No, the only times that I didn't put it into the report, I would tell someone else hey, we need some money in the machine.
Mhm.
I forgot to do it today. Could you do it tomorrow? I won't be here. That's
Okay.
the only other time that.
So, even though I got your name on this and got your
Yeah.
everything saying that you're entering that money, but the money numbers are off by quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
I understand that you're just trying to get to the bottom of it, and
well, it's quite a bit of money.
yeah, no,
It's a large amount.
I wish I knew what happened to it, because that's a stupid amount.
Mm-hmm.
Picking my brain, I can't think what or who.
Well, from the evidence I have in front of me right now, I mean
It's all leading to me, yeah.
yeah, and cooperation would probably be better for your benefit to tell me more of what's going on here, because that goes a long ways, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
If you have any information on where this money where it may have gone, now's the time, because I mean,
if I had it, I would have told you already. That's obviously what it looks like. I'm taking money.
that's what it does look like, yeah, because we're missing a large amount, a very large amount.
Very large amount.
And like I said, everything's pointing towards you because you are the one that signed on the weekly reports.
Yeah.
You're the one that has logged into the ATM to put those deposits in. Okay? The ATM keeps track of how many $20 bills are put in. That's what you punch on the machine, you know. And like I said, that number of what you punched in and what's currently in the machine and what's been withdrawn.
It's two different.
They all, the number that you've put in, right? You put like on this one, 25, right? That correlates with what the machine got put in there and with what was withdrawn from the machine, okay? That correlates together. They know that they had this many withdrawals and you put this many, $20 bills in there.
There should be so much more than what the withdrawals are.
Yeah. If the money was there would be a lot more $20 bills in there right now.
Right.
And there's not. And they just don't disappear.
No.
That thing's like a safe at the bottom. You know that.
Yeah. As a whole, double key system to it.
Yeah, it's locked up pretty tight, and you were handling the money.
Right.
So,
no idea.
No idea where the money went.
Zero clue.
No idea how it disappeared.
No.
Because, it's kind of one heck of a magic trick right now, as far as what I see, over $100,000 be gone.
Right.
In roughly about a 6-month time frame.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No other ideas of how that may have gotten taken out.
No, because once, like if I leave the store, I'm gone for the day. So I have no idea.
Well, let me get you a piece of paper for writing out your written statement for this case. If you have this, stay right here. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah.
So, a few more things. Who else had access to this machine at the store?
The only other person when I was doing it would be Jen, but she only did it on the days that I told her to.
In days you told her to?
Yeah, like if I wasn't going to be there for, I wouldn't work Wednesday, Thursday, and we needed money in there. Like say I saw that I left the store and it said it was out of money on Tuesday. On like Wednesday, I would have her do it. I don't know if she started doing it, or I didn't have her start doing it until probably in more March time frame.
Okay.
Who
was doing it back like December area when I first had that first discrepancy?
It was probably me. Before
Only you, or
I was the only one that I know of that was doing it. Because that was after Ricka had been let go and Candy, or Ricka quit and then Candy got let go. So Joe didn't do anything like that.
When did those people get let go?
Ricka would have been, I think she quit last summer.
Okay.
And then Candy was let go October, November time frame.
Do you guys all use like the same code for the machine?
I think only Ricka knew how to do that.
Only Ricka did?
And Candy, she didn't want to learn how to do that.
Okay.
The person who was doing it before me was Diana, but she was always in the back room.
Okay.
And she was always gone by like 1 o'clock every day.
And when was Diana gone then?
Well, she's still at the store.
Oh, okay.
She got moved to the back room when Candy became the store director, but I don't remember when that was.
Anything you could give me that would help me out, and this would be great. It always looks better for you if there's something more that you can give me.
Once I got fired, my brain kind of just shut them out, so I don't really...
Well, I'm not looking at them. I'm trying to help you here right now.
Right. No,
Okay.
whole...
Like I said, any information that you can give me will help me out for this case, help you out in this case.
I have nothing. That's pretty much it. I just have nothing for it.
Can I get you to fill out a written statement of that?
Yeah.
I'll have you go ahead and fill that out for me. If I have any more questions, I'll be back, okay?
Right.
Hey, Lucas, I'm Officer Ruff.
Hi.
You've probably seen me. All right. So I have some
Can't recognize you when I'm
questions.
wearing a uniform.
All right. So on these reports, who else has access to this bag that you're talking about?
It would have been several people.
Okay.
Because it was just sitting in our safe.
Okay. So it just sits in the safe. The safe is not secure or secure?
How do you get in the safe?
Every night it gets locked and every morning it gets unlocked. We used to keep it like half cocked to being unlocked. But
So it's free, open,
kind
closed.
of.
Okay.
Yeah. And anybody who has access behind the counter would just be able to, with how the new store ran their things, they wanted everybody just to be able to get their own change for
Okay.
free movement.
Who verified what was in the safe then? Like if someone's, like say you're free flowing, this cashier needs money, they go get whatever, say that they're grabbing the right money. How is that verified? Like do they track it?
The only tracking would be every morning the safe would be counted and every night it would be counted
Okay.
to make sure it even to its
And that
original
was
Did they
kept?
count? I was gonna say, did they count the money in the ATM bag in the safe?
That I don't know if they did or not. They shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
They shouldn't be.
Why not?
Because they wouldn't. They're not supposed to. I wouldn't say they're not supposed to have access to that, but they wouldn't.
Well, you said it was this like in a bank bag that has a zipper on, no lock, right?
Right.
So what would prevent somebody from going in there?
There's
Just grabbing a thing of. You said you put the bills with like a paper clip or
paper
whatever.
clip or rubber band or
band.
something. There wouldn't be anything stopping anyone.
Okay.
Was there any checks or balances as far as like I said when I said earlier, you have like you're saying this day you put $1,000 each day for ATM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was there any checks and balances before you went to the ATM to make sure that you still had that $3,000 in there,
I would.
or did you just go and count the money before you put it in the ATM?
I would just count it before the ATM.
Did you ever see, so say you do that, so then is there like a book that shows, okay, so someone took this money, put it in the bag, and it's waiting to be deposited into the ATM when the next thing goes in?
That would only be like on that spreadsheet.
Okay. And who has access to that spreadsheet?
It would have been me, or whoever did the daily reports. It would have been me and Jen, and then the only other person that would have access to that spreadsheet would have been Joseph. But
So once you enter your numbers, can they be deleted or changed?
yes, they could be.
And was there anyone else working that you can remember from December to May that is no longer there,
A lot of people.
that would have had access to the safe where you would have put money?
A lot of people.
Okay.
I don't know who in particular, but I just know that there was a lot of what is that word? Like in out people who would start and get fired or quit.
Okay. was there ever a time, because you said you put in $500 to $1,000, right? That you would put in more?
If it was like extremely low, well, if it was like at a zero balance and I knew that a big like New Year's Eve or something where people are going to be wanting to take a lot of money out, it would probably only be up to like $1,500 to $2,000.
Okay. What's the most you ever remember putting in?
$2,000.
Okay. How much does that ATM normally hold?
I never wanted to put in more than like 25 at a time.
Okay, and that was done daily, weekly? What was the...
It was like every, like the most I put in there was like every other day. Sometimes it was.
Okay, and how do you keep track of that? Like, so you take the money, I'm trying to like picture this, but you're taking it out to deposit it, you put it, so you counted it, you've got $1,000, right? So then you go to the ATM. So like, how does that, is it the ATM, does the ATM give you something that you put in? Does it make a printout of what has been entered?
So we would enter into the main, our daily spreadsheet, excuse me, and then I would enter into the daily spreadsheet the $1,000.
Yep.
After I did my daily deposit, make sure that that equals out the cash I have equals out to our cash that we received the last day. And then if I needed to take the money out of the ATM or for the ATM, I would take out that money, set it aside, finish up my deposit, put the money that would go into the ATM into a different bag, and keep those two separate. And then by the time that I have another cashier, more help up front, I would go over to the ATM to enter it or put it in.
Yeah.
So the ATM, I would then, if I have time to put it into the ATM, that's when I would do it.
Okay, but how is it tracked on the ATM? That's what you put in.
We would have to enter in like say 25 bills or 50 bills.
Okay, so for instance, okay, so this one, so like deposit you're claiming is you're gonna put $1,000 in there, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then this actual deposit, where does this number come from?
Actual deposit.
That was made into the ATM. How do they get that number?
Would it be?
That's what I'm saying. Does the ATM give you a receipt?
Yeah, it prints out one after the money gets put in there.
Okay, and what do you do with that receipt?
Normally I would just throw it into a drawer for it to just...
Okay.
They never really told us to do anything with those, so I just kind of threw them into a drawer.
Okay. Do you ever remember that being off?
Every time that I put it in, it would match whatever I just put in.
Okay.
It's hard to believe that you guys were making, these daily 1,000 into that bag, and then when it came time for you to put the deposit in, it's only $500 going in.
Right. Well, that makes no sense.
Is there a way when you log it that you could put the wrong amount in the wrong spot when you put numbers in?
That was pretty separated between the other numbers from what I remember. Like, are you talking about on the spreadsheet?
Here, hold on. Let me go get the weekly spreadsheet. I'll show you. I remember that one.
Like when you, like say you're gonna put $1,000 into that ATM, like, would it be possible that you put in the number that you were
Like in the wrong line?
correct? Like, we were talking about a spreadsheet, you're entering all these figures.
From what I remember, the spreadsheet was pretty, like the ATM spot was pretty separated from other things.
There you go, open that up.
Okay.
So you can see ATM is like,
Yeah, the ATM's up here. And the only other thing that would be put in is the cash paid outs.
Okay. So you have ATM here.
Mm-hmm.
What else numbers do you enter on this?
If I were to be doing it, we enter everything in this.
You enter every number on this.
Yes.
Holy. So how do you get all these numbers?
There's a date. So the only number that we would get, we have a. I don't know when they switched over systems. I think it was back in September. So that would have been. It's called IT Retail.
Okay.
And they have like a daily. There's a whole slew of reports that we print out daily.
Okay.
And we'd have to go down the list like this, and type it in every single number.
Okay, so that's on a different thing than the printout. Do they keep those printouts that are given from that report that you're talking about?
Yes.
So they keep that, but they still have you enter it into
Yeah, because they want to have all the data.
Crusaders.
Because we didn't send out the paperwork every day for them because it wouldn't get to Colorado until, say if we sent it out on Monday, they wouldn't get it until.
So when you go into your report every day, you would, so say you worked Sunday, you'd go to Sunday, this number, and then you'd figure out all of these, and through this, how did you decide ATM money?
This, it says $900 up there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We would, if I saw that the ATM needed money that day, it was at zero balance and it absolutely needed it, and we only had $900, I would have taken $500 for that.
Okay.
Because I couldn't take 1,000, obviously, because it would have to come out of our.
And it always had to be
Data deposit.
500 or 1,000.
That's what
No
that's
odd
what
numbers.
I never did an odd number,
Okay.
like
Okay.
$6,400 or $640, something weird like that.
so this is a deposit record, right?
Okay.
You guys were pretty consistent always for what you punched in the machine at either 25 or 50.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was either 1,000 or 500. That one time it was an odd thing where you had 520. I don't know how that got to be an odd number, but it was. That's what the only one that was different. Everything else is either 25, 50, 25, 50, lots of 25s, and the 126. Okay, so that looks like everything's pretty much normal. Okay, but then. When you go to this one, for the shortage amount, this is how they figured out, that's going off of what your daily amount that you had put in there and what had gone into minus what actually went in the machine, okay? That's why we got that 1,058. It also shows your hours on here that you were working on all those days, okay? So that's how everything got figured out so far, and like I said, everything is pointing with you towards your name.
Right.
And that's why we're still trying to figure out how this all happened.
Right.
Because it was pretty consistent, like I said, other than that one where you gave it 26, it was either 25 or 50 bills.
How often was this ATM used?
Sometimes it was used all day. Are you talking about by customers?
Yeah.
I've sometimes all day, sometimes not at all during a day.
I mean, for 6 months here, when it really comes down to it, we went from 350 bills that the machine had at the start, right? And at the end, it was 1,251 bills that had, it went up. I can't do math that great.
Just under 1,900.
901 for that 120 that or that day we had 26 in there. It kind of threw it off. So yeah, 901 bills is what you actually put in the machine. But yet, if you do the math with this number for the 100,000, that's a big difference in money.
Yes.
And you said you only deposited once a week.
Maybe sometimes more.
Okay.
Well, some of these days you can see we have 2 on there. Some days we have 5,
Well,
6 days, but
It shows he took the money, but there was taken to put in that bag, but only deposited one.
only deposited that smaller amount,
Okay.
yeah. So,
Okay.
do you have any more to write on your written statement there?
I think I got everything that I wanted to, that I told you guys.
Okay.
What,
Well-
what do you think should happen to whoever took the money?
I have no idea. I don't even know what the process for that would be.
It's like 100,000 is a lot.
Yeah.
It's not we're not talking about a little chunk of change. But what do you think would be a fair thing to whoever took that?
I honestly don't know what consequences or
What would you like to see happen to that person that took this much money?
at least found minimum. But for what should happen to them, I have no idea.
But I mean, they're making it look like you did it, so
Right.
it don't look good on you.
No, I don't know.
Does that make you mad?
Very.
You think they should go to prison?
For $100,000, at least jail. Yeah. That's not right.
Did you ever have any big bills or loans or anything that you had to pay?
The only loans I'd have to pay were like when Joseph would go to Eau Claire to pick up. Like we had, because our deli department became more
But
like
like
Asian
you
foods.
personally.
Yeah, he would take money from our safe to go purchase food over in Eau Claire to bring back to the store to be used, and then we would have to cash out through our register.
But you as an individual, did you ever have like loans that you had to pay? Did you ever get scammed?
No, not ever when I worked. The only real scam I had was when we had an employee steal some lottery tickets.
No, but I'm talking you personally, not
Personally,
the store.
no, at home, not work.
Do you have school loans?
No.
Okay. So do you have like home loan? Do you have family that has debts, gambling?
No.
Medical bills?
No.
Like any big bills that you can't pay right now?
No. I had a loan out, yeah. But with my savings that I had from working at the store, because I knew I wouldn't have a job probably for a little while, I went and paid that off right away.
How much was that one for?
It was just over $4,000.
Okay, not bad. Okay.
You got big car
Do you-
payments or anything?
Nope, my grandmother, she gifted me my car.
Oh.
Who do you live with right now?
I live with my brother and my grandmother.
Okay.
That around yet?
Yep.
So you don't have rent or?
No, me and my brother, we started a business back in February, and because the main person who, between the both of us, who does it, he doesn't really make me pay rent.
Okay, what's your business?
We sell trading cards online.
Okay. You ever deal with scammers in that?
We don't know if we did or not. There was a gentleman who bought a $700 card from us, and he didn't like the quality of it, so he sent it back.
Sent the card back?
Yeah, we refunded him and sent the card back.
Okay. How much would you make off that?
Off of that, I think we would have made we did technically make it, but he didn't get the card for a couple weeks. I think we made off of a $700 card, just under $600.
Okay. How'd you get all your cards?
We buy them from eBay and stuff.
Okay. How long have you been doing that?
Since February.
Okay.
Well, we've been buying, go to a card shop, buy some cards here, buy some cards there.
How much you spend when you do that normally?
The cases of cards vary. We try to get at least one case of cards in a week, and that's usually $800. But I use my PayPal credit to, and then we just kind of cycle whatever we sell to pay back.
Okay.
What do you think you're making on that right now? Like weekly, monthly, whatever you can figure in your head.
Well, the last time I looked at how much we made, it was like 15,000 we've made so far since February.
Since February? Oh.
How much money do you think you put into it?
It started off with just a $3,500 investment from my credit card.
Okay. Do you have a lot of credit card bills?
No.
Credit card debt?
No. Since we started this business, I paid it off.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Would you be willing to, like, show us your finances by chance? With your consent, I mean, just to kind of, like, show us what you have for money-wise?
Yes and no.
Why is that?
Just personal reasons.
Who do you bank through?
I bank through Chime.
What?
It's a bank out in...
They do the prepaid credit card or debit card things, don't they?
Right, you can get paid like 2-3 days in advance.
So you don't have like an actual bank?
It's
Like you don't go to like Ladysmith Federal or...
I have an account at Ladysmith Federal, but that's just a savings account.
I've never heard of Chime.
It's an online banking app.
Yeah. It's kind of like a debit card kind of thing, from what I know of it, right?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
So,
Okay.
so why don't you want to? What would be in your finances that you don't want us to see?
Just charges and stuff.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I could probably draft a warrant and see it anyways.
Right.
Right?
We're just asking. Yeah.
Just proved me we're wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Clear your name of it and we'll move on to hopefully someone else to figure out who took $100,000.
I mean, you have like online stuff that you're embarrassed about.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, we've seen it all. This is, I mean,
Yeah.
It's not like
I
as long as it's nothing
investigate
illegal.
sex crimes most of the time, so I'm not
Yeah.
worried about that.
I mean,
Okay.
if you're not paying for like, we're not going to be too worried.
Right.
Okay. I mean, if you're ordering other stuff like OnlyFans or whatever, we're not going to judge. We'd rather do it where you are cooperative and give us the consent to your legal stuff or your financial.
And
stuff
we don't
without
need a
having-
copy. Just show me the record. Show me
Yeah.
on your phone. Scroll through. Okay. But that's up to you.
We can do it either way.
Ball's in your court on that one.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't.
Okay. Go ahead and sign the bottom of that and make sure that's filled out.
For like the like bank statement.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do have, like, it comes out of my Chime for my credit cards and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much all you'd want to see.
Yeah, we don't really need to see exactly where everything is going. We just want to see what your flow of money kind of like. Okay?
Right.
Like I said, we could easily draft up a warrant. We can pull pretty much everything you have for financial credentials. Because right now with all this stuff that we have right here with your name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we like honesty. We like honesty. It goes a long ways. If you have any information whatsoever of what happened to this money, I suggest letting us know before we do other legal actions, okay?
Right. I did it.
You did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Lucas, it's fine, okay? We're not here to judge you. We're here to get the honest truth. When you say you did it, what do you mean? How did you... You took it? Can I ask why?
Same reason why I was stealing time.
Well, Help me understand.
Just promised a raise and never got it, so said I'd start taking money. Promised multiple raises.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
How did you take the money?
Took it kind of just out of the bag. Saw you guys thinking.
Did you even know how much you actually took?
No. No, I did not. If I would have known that, I would have taken that much.
Did you use that money to start your little business?
No. Cross my heart, hope to die. No.
Okay.
I paid off my PayPal and with my paychecks, and then we started the business, and that's the whole business is its own thing.
Okay, but where did the money go that you took?
Buying stupid shit online.
Like what?
Like OnlyFans stuff and like books, games, just random stuff. What would be the charges?
Well, with that amount, I think you have a pretty good idea.
Would it be like a felony or jail time?
Well, I don't know what comes out of court, okay? Like I've said in the past, and I said it earlier, the truth is much better for you when it comes to the court system, okay?
Sorry for lying.
Is there any of that money right now that you still have at home?
I think I have like $1,000, but that's
Okay. Is there anything in that statement that's true right now?
the second sentence would be every time that I put money into the ATM, I double counted it and made sure that what I had there was what was getting entered in.
Mm-hmm. Are you willing to write out a different statement for me?
Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back.
Well, do you just want me to write the every time that I, or do you want me to write down that I?
I don't want you to be influenced by what I'm going to say. I want you to write down what happened.
Right.
Okay?
No, I.
So.
How many papers did you give him? Do you want to write apology to the business? Or Darren?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, I'll leave you be for a little bit. Are you okay right now? Need a water or something? Okay. How you doing?
I think I got it.
You haven't signed it already? Okay. Is that the letter you want to write, or is that something else?
Well, this was just me, whatever I needed to write down. Hey, do you want me to write on this one, on one of these pages for the apology?
How do you want to do it? 'Cause I can probably make sure you can get a pad of paper and something upstairs if you want to do it upstairs later on.
I could just write the apology on here. Do you want it on the same sheet or a separate one?
Let me, you want to write it on this regular piece of lined paper, so it doesn't have it on the Ladysmith notes, or Ladysmith written statement paper?
However, it's either or.
Okay, give me a second. I might just have you write that on there to write to Darren.
Yeah.
sorry. Taking the pen away from me. Got it all done? Okay. I can make sure that gets to Darren, okay?
Awesome.
So, 2 questions for you. I just want you to answer. I'll read it out to you. Did you take the missing $100,680 from the market?
So, I don't know where that other 20 came from, like that extra 20. That makes no sense, but yeah.
Okay. Did you have consent to take that money from the store? Okay. That's all I really wanted, just so we have that clarified, okay?
Right. And like, I think that 20, because that wouldn't have been entered in.
It's weird that you had 50s and 25s and the one was a 26.
I think because the system screwed up when it was doing like a reset, and they had actually called me to make sure it was running properly. They had to send some tech out to come fix it, or maybe I don't remember if it got fixed that day or by them. But I think that's why it was such a weird number that day.
Okay.
Is because it was there was some discrepancy with like their terminal and our terminal. It wasn't connecting, so I had to take the money out, put the money in, take the money out, put it in, and then do so much with it.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're not overly concerned about the $20 difference compared to
that, but
the larger amount is what we're really, I appreciate you being honest, Lucas. And like I said, this isn't going to change. Like I said, we've always got along. I think you're still an outstanding person. Sometimes people make mistakes. Okay? I'm happy that we're coming to a conclusion for this so we can close this out, okay? Does it feel a little bit better to kind of get it off your chest?
yes and no.
I guess I understand that. But I guess we all have to face consequences for our actions, correct?
Come sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, like I said, doesn't change the way I feel about you, man. I still think you're a good person, okay?
Thank you.
But unfortunately, I have to do my job just like you. You know that. Okay? So, you want to just stand up here? You ready? Okay. We're going to have to take you up to the jail. Like I said, it is a felony.
Yeah.
Since you're being cooperative.
We'll cuff you to the front. All right, Lucas.
Okay.
It's like a grand. Are they all right? Are they too tight?
No,
We're just going a little ways if they are.
that one's a little loose still, but
This one?
yeah.
They'll
Much
be-
better.
They'll be off in no time, okay?
Yeah, they'll just
It's
go up.
upstairs. Like I said, I appreciate the cooperation. I'll make sure that Darren gets this letter.
When did you become a cop?
We're going on month 11 here. I've almost been here a year.
We give the job to anybody.
I can see that.
All right, since you're coming with me, I have to search you. Do you have anything else on you?
I have my wallet and my phone.
Is it in another pocket?
They're both in each pocket.
Okay. I'll just carry them with us. We're just going to go out the lobby and then upstairs. So.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
210 Ross for 1095 with that subject will be coming through the...
Lucas was found guilty for theft between $10,000 and $100,000. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison with work release privileges, 5 years of probation, and he was required to pay $75,980 in restitution.